What else would you say to those people who are kind of stuck in that place that they know there's something deeper inside of them? How do you help them? I mean, for people like you and possibly like me, where we see something, we think something, we just go for it. Doesn't seem that big of a decision, but I've talked to enough people now where I see like it's a real struggle for them. Is there any other thing that you can add to this that builds upon this chase happiness over money?
I think like at the end of the day, it's your life, right? You're only letting yourself down. So like if that's what you really want to do, just go out there and just do it. I'm a kid from the western suburbs that has gone and designed for celebrities around the world, won international awards as a designer, launched my own brand. I've done things that on paper it should not be possible, and it all comes from just an inner belief in yourself. And now I don't have all the answers at all, and it's a process, but it's like I'm willing to take the risks and go, and the benefits completely outweigh that feeling of going, this doesn't feel right. I might be good at this, or then I might be getting something out of it, whether it's financial reward, but you're certainly giving up something. There's a cost to not living your dreams.
So your cost benefit analysis isn't about money, it's about the price you pay for not being the person you were meant to be.
Exactly. Yes.
Very good. Okay.
And it affects the relationships that you build with people around you. If you got kids, or even just brothers and sisters, like the happier you are, the better relationships you're going to be able to build with other people. And a lot of that comes down to building the relationship that you have with yourself, right? Like I talk a lot about working on your personal life and family life the same way that you do in your business. It's super important. Like I set my own goals. I have my own milestones and my own check-ins. I literally have a calendar event which checks in with myself to go through my goals. But the funny thing is if you say I set goals in a business and I have quarterly check-ins and I do that doesn't seem odd, right?
Right.
That's like, oh, that's how you get to success. That's how you achieve those things. But why would you not take that same approach at a personal level? I would argue that your personal life is more important than your business life. So why would you not say, okay, these are the things that are important to me at a personal level, whether that's fitness, whether it's meditation, spiritually, whatever those things are important to you. And then even more so on a family side, what's important to you and your family, right? My daughter had a speech impediment. And for me, it was like, I'm going to make this an absolute priority this year. Cool. So I had check-ins. Have we spoken to these doctors? What are we doing? What's her? Are we training with her every single night? And then you can start to check in the progress. And every week you can hold yourself accountable for like, I have a traffic light system too. So like, I hate seeing red. And so you just try to keep everything in green. It's typical sort of traditional goal setting stuff.
So you're doing this on a weekly basis. You're saying, how am I showing up as a father, as a husband, for myself, for my business? And you're just mentally, is this in silence? You stare at a wall, or is it you're working through a calendar or a check-in program? What does it physically, literally look like?
Yeah, so I use the Things app for this. So I generally have 3 to 5 in each of the categories: personal, work, and family. And I'll just have a traffic light. Like I said, I'll have like a little color on every single one, and I'll go through and every single week, I'll make sure that I actually put something in there that I'm doing that week that gets me closer to that goal. So it allows me to look at the end of the year and say, right, if I achieved it, why? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? I also track the things that I said I was going to do, and if I didn't do them, I put a strike through. So I know like, that was a mental challenge for me. So I can sort of get closer to succeeding every time.
Some people I know won't put down their goals because they're afraid to see them manifest in a real tangible way. I don't think it's because they don't want to do it. It's almost like if I try and I fail, then I'll know that I was never meant to do it. And I think that's why people are afraid to commit. So when you put a goal down and you don't hit them, I'm going to assume you're human like the rest of us, that you don't achieve everything always at the highest level. What is the self-talk like when you don't actually achieve it?
It's just part of it. And you have to be okay with that, right? Like I always try to take every L as a learn, not a loss. And you just got to keep building on it. The biggest challenge around goal setting is not actually following through. It's setting the right goal. It's actually setting the goal that actually matters and makes a difference. Don't just look at the surface when you're setting goals. Go like, what's really important to me? And then I think when you get there, you realize that it's something you really want to achieve and you put in the time.